a pickup. That'd be good. Well, it wouldn't be like that, would it? It'd be like that. It would be like, wow. Man, I really thought that I had taken drugs years ago and it had all worn off, but it's still... Every now and again... I have been to a country music club. I went to a country music club in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, it's a great town. I loved it there. And I went line dancing in this country music club. Now, I don't know, maybe it was just the night I was there, but every third or fourth song, someone gets up on the stage and proposes to their girlfriend. And then they say yes. Anyway, I mention it in case you're thinking of proposing. Go to Charlotte. It seems to be a good bet. Anyway, line dancing. They like all the line dancing there. And that's very good for guys. Because, you know, left to your own devices, you can look very stupid dancing. You know, like you... look like you're having a seizure. But line dancing... Line dancing, it's like a set of IKEA instructions, or building a cabinet, or putting a... You know, you go over here, you touch that, you do this, you do that. But guys like that. You know where you are. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, presto! Dancing! Now, line dancing actually does come, far be it from me to blow my own trumpet. But I could if I wanted to. But line dancing actually... Oh, I could. Oh, I could. All right, I have. I have blown my own trumpet. Yeah. Thank you, Ashtanga Yoga. Anyway, line dancing is what I'm talking about here, anyway. It comes from Scottish country dance music. It really, that's what it originally, you know, the reels and all that stuff. That's what it comes from. Originally, the line dancing came from there. And we have to learn these dances. When you go to school in Scotland, you have to learn these dances at school. It's part of the curriculum. The Dashing White Sergeant, that's one of them. The Canadian Barn Dance, strangely from Scotland. And the Gay Gordons. That's the name of a dance. I'm not kidding. Named after the Gordon Highlanders, who are very tough guys. And they kind of have to be, you know, because it's like a boy named Sue, really, a little bit, you know. The Gay Gordons. But that's what the Gay Gordons... And all these dances are all kind of... Anyway, I digress. My first job in show business when I came to America was, I'm not kidding, with the American Modern Dance Theatre. In New York, they did a production of a play called Telemachus Clay. And it was off-Broadway. It was really off-Broadway, way off-Broadway. It was almost back in Scotland. It was a long way from Broadway production. And it was contemporary dance. It was, you know, you wore spandex, you know, and all sorts of... Oh, yeah. I was the only straight guy with 22 gay guys in this company. And, you know, I loved it. It was just kind of, you know, there's something very nice about... You know, I was there with the first Mrs. Ferguson at the time. And I worked there, you know, I worked in Harlem and construction during the day. I was working on a building site. And then at night, I would work at the dance theatre, because there's no money in dance. But so I was working on a construction site, and then I would dance at night. It was like flash dance. Except I wasn't a welder or a woman or anything. But anyway, the dance troupe, they were lovely. The dance troupe were very protective of me and the then Mrs. Ferguson. They were lovely, really. They were, and when a bunch of gay men have your back, that's the most reassuring feeling. And it is. They were lovely people. It was very reassuring feeling and slightly unnerving at the same time. And all these guys, they didn't mind that I was in construction. Wear your hard hat into you know, the dance, they said. It's fine. You know that place that I worked, actually? It was called The Last Resort. That was the name of the theatre. And it closed down, and then it became Coyote Ugly when they opened it up again. That's true, that bar where the girls dance in the bar. That was right there. That's what it was. On First Avenue, between 9th and 10th, I think, in New York. Right there. That could have been me dancing on that bar. I could have done it. I didn't really, when I was working in construction, though, I didn't talk to the guys in construction about, you know, my dancing. I didn't mention it. Although the occasion... And all the construction guys I worked with in New York back then were all Jamaican. I was the only Scottish guy, surprisingly. And all these Jamaicans I worked with. I remember there was one guy called Eric, and I smoked then. I offered him a cigarette, and he said, "No, man, I stopped smoking cigarette about 4 years ago. I stopped smoking weed about 8 years ago. I think I still high, man." What was I talking about? I wasn't talking about it. I'm talking about country music. Anyway, country music. I like the old stuff. No, I'm not so... some of the new stuff I like. That song, Whiskey for My Men and Beer for My Horses. I love that. Although, it's not a good idea to give your horse beer. It makes them very gassy, very... Yeah. Wilbur? My name's Mr. Ed. I'm an alcoholic. Anyway, the thing about the country music is, I think it's difficult though for the country music stars, because country music's about life being hard and all that. But these people make a lot of money now. I mean, that Garth Brooks is like a gazillionaire. Toby Keith, he's been on the show, lovely man, but he's got a lot of money. I mean, how long can you write about your truck when you're that successful? That's pretty hard. I was crying in the back of my Gulfstream jet. We can't take off 'cause the caviar ain't here yet. I don't know.